In this video today, we are going to show you how to automate the scanning of participants for check-in and check-out at a class or site for your organization using the Code Reader barcode scanning solution. The barcode scanning solution can be deployed for any Tier 1 record in Apricot, whether that be a participant or a household, and supports a real-time sync of check-in and check-out to create Tier 2 records for visits in your Apricot system. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like in Apricot. So we are going to start by creating a new Tier 1 participant in Apricot, and this is what will generate the barcode in Code Reader. So we're going to enter our participant's name, date of birth, and email address. And when we save this record, this is going to trigger an automation that will not only generate the barcode, but it's going to distribute it to the participant via email, as well as add a copy of that barcode image to the Tier 1 record here in Apricot. Now, each barcode generated in Code Reader is unique to the Tier 1 record your automation is configured for, in this case, our participant, and it is the record ID of that participant that's used for the barcode. So here is an example of what the email can look like as it goes out to our participants so they have a copy of their own barcode. And if we refresh our Tier 1 participant record here, we can see that that barcode image has been appended to our record, and we can always copy or save that image if we need to resend it to the participant in the future. To begin scanning, I'm going to log into our Code Reader mobile app. This is where we will select the scanning service. You may have multiple set up for your organization. And then we're going to start by answering what are called the session questions. So this is data that'll get passed with each scan for that session. So in this case, I'm going to select my site. And then I'm going to click Tap to Scan. This is going to open the camera on my mobile device, and I can go ahead and scan my barcode. I'll identify whether I am logging this as a check-in or a check-out and what class the participant is checking in for. It'll confirm the validation of that scan and then automatically reopen the camera so I could scan the next barcode. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that Tier 1 record looks like in Apricot. So you can see an old checkout record, but right here I've got that check-in record we just submitted. So it's going to assign a type of check-in. It's going to assign our site, which was defined in our session questions, the class, which was a scan-specific question, and then it's going to add our check-in date and time. Now, if I go back to my scanning service and I scan that same barcode again, this time I'm going to log this scan as a checkout. And so the intent here is that this scan is going to update that same Tier 2 record in Apricot and add the checkout date and time, closing out that visit log. So if we go back to Apricot and open our visit logs in our document folder, we'll see that that record from the participant is now listed as a checkout, and the checkout date and the checkout time have also been added to that same Tier 2 record. Now, there may be times when the participant forgets to bring their barcode on site, and so Code Reader does have a lookup functionality that allows you to search for the barcode using any of the data that is stored on that barcode. So in this case, we've stored name and some contact information. I can use that to look up and select my barcode in lieu of having the physical barcode there to scan. And if I click Submit, it's going to load those same scan questions for me to define my scan type and my class. And then it's going to go ahead and log that scan. Now, there are plenty of options for customization with barcode scanning in Apricot. You can choose to distribute barcodes directly to your participants or households via email, text message, and other avenues as well. We can configure questions that are session-based questions that we'll submit for every scan, or questions that are specific to each unique scan. You can log the scan as a single event in Apricot or track check-in and check-out. And there are also options for doing dynamic program assignment in Apricot based off of a custom question in the Code Reader software. If you're interested in learning more about a barcode scanning solution, please reach out to our team at Sidekick Solutions at sales@sidekicksolutionsllc.com.